in. I'm here in Reading again, still working here, having a look around, checking on what's going on, doing some research, writing. Been updating conservativenewssite.com regularly with video clips from press conferences and interviews, and also I've been looking at what Reform and sometimes the Conservative Party have been doing, not so much on the Conservatives but on Reform definitely, and also world events, and it's getting more and more interesting as far as I see things, the way things are going. I think that Conservatives are getting control of themselves but also of situations, and Conservative leaders are handling matters much more professionally, and also I can see respectively that leaders of parties are more competent. I think that they feel as if they can see the world as it is. They are looking at issues as they appear, they're getting data, facts, figures that they can trust, and they're trying to push forward respectively in the way they think they should go. Conservative Party under the leadership of Kemi Badenoch is certainly moving much slower. I think they're watching Labour like hawks. They're looking at the moves of the Prime Minister and his cabinet, various exits of non-cabinet staff, but also looking at who is on the cabinet or in the cabinet and what they're really doing with our time and money. And I think that's a good position for the Conservative Party in the UK to take. Reform are trying still to set up the many parts of their new party, appointing people into, as they call them, shadow roles, so that they can move in closer on the issues of the day and maybe speak a lot louder in Parliament. And that's certainly going to help. For too long, the UK has had chaos on its streets, not because of the police force, although we've called for more force to be used at times, and it has been proved to be the right call. But chaos that started, it's been instigated by too many people under too many names, fronted by too many groups on too many occasions, and we've wanted that to stop. We want debate, we want someone to vote for, we want to hear policy. We don't want chaos in our neighbourhood especially, but also in our town centres, in our city centres. We've been calling for that to be ended. We've been calling for people to move on, to disperse, and to not do it again. It's going to take a lot more effort. I don't know if it's a matter of time. It's probably now more a matter of effort that people put in their job to try to fairly and with balance stop such chaos from erupting. Not just a university city. Let's not put the blame on students. Let's put it on those that actually do it, and let's back people that are trying to stop it, that are trying to reach out to those who feel angry about the whole world and not about just what happens here, who feel angry against the actions of a state that is not their own domestic state. People should be focused on issues that have to do with the United Kingdom, in whichever part of it they live in. They should be talking about the individuals that want to have a career in politics, to decide what happens to their tuition fees, or to decide what happens to any benefit their child or their future child might receive. This is where the focus should be. Those issues in other states will not help them, and pumping their platform with geopolitical realities is not going to get the result that they need. We need a more civilized and less politicized system that will bring us results, that will help us to resolve things in a way that shows that we pursue agreement, that we don't thrive off disagreement. And it's good today to see Reform trying to make some way in doing that. They're trying to be pragmatic in what would you think be a new environment for them. They're not in power, but they're in Parliament, and that makes a difference to the thinking of somebody like Nigel Farage, MP for Clacton. It makes a difference to Zia Youssef, not yet an MP, but somebody who's watched politics as a spectator from the sidelines for a long time. It makes a difference that he is part of a party, prominent, proactive activist, if you like, for a party, not yet an MP, that has MPs in the House of Commons, that has a degree of media exposure and has some money, and that makes a difference to people that have wanted to see things change. I think that law enforcement bodies and also police leaders are encouraged by that type of organisation. It's what people have said to me was needed. The Conservative Party did engage before, but they thought that more activity was needed. So it's a plus, it's a positive that this has come about, and it will support in places like Reading and other parts of the UK the efforts that are being made to calm people down, to show them there is more to life than what they see in videos they watch or they're sent from abroad, and that there are things they can do. They can also take part, and they can make a meaningful contribution, not just where they live, but also to the governance of the UK.